All right, I'm on hole number 6 of the Holiday Hills tournament. I'm in Tuesday's qualifying round of the rookie division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check it out. Hole number 6 is going to be Granite Point, and it is hole number 6. My favorite hole. I epic failed this in my lower level account. Hit the drive perfect. So, but blew the second shot. There used to be some trees out here and they throw shadows off. But actually, the way that the sun is right now, these shadows are going out across the fairway like this from these trees. And there's a shadow right out here from this tree. And the one that was out here before came out just a little bit farther. So this shadow from this tree is coming out here. And in yesterday's practice round, I was right on the edge of it. And where I'd like to be is more towards the middle of it. I don't want to be past the shadow because then you've got to contend with the trees. So it's all about pinpoint placement on the drive. I'm going to use a Saturn, a QB, a Katana, and a Sniper. I'm looking for Albie. Let's see, QB. And I think for the second shot, what I really like to do on that second shot is use a Kingmaker. So I think I'm going to take a Kingmaker on it just so I can see what the look looks like on that second shot. I don't need it on the drive, but definitely on that second shot, if I end up, it being on the edge of the shadow where I was at is just a little too short, and it would have been nice to have a Kingmaker. So if I end up in that same spot, a Kingmaker will help me out on that second shot. But if I can get to the spot that I want once I dial that in, the Katana will be more than enough. You don't need that much on the drive. But I am going to add 20% to the drive, and I want to be right in the 2.5 rings off of the transitional surface between the rough and the fairway over here in this hole. And the way that the wind's blowing, in order to do the wind adjustment, you actually have to spin it around and come at it from this side, the opposite side that we normally would, and then push the wind out instead of pulling it out. Put some curl on that, buddy. That was a nonchalant way to set that up, but that's all right. Barely made that. And they've shot through the shadow, and now they have a nice shot right through the tree. They have a little teeny window right here that they can clip that fairway without having to do the S, but they didn't do themselves any favors there. Maybe about 2.5 rings off max. I'm going to do, let's see where that puts me out there. I'm going to do all the top spin. I don't think I need to do it all. I'm going to do a little less than max. I'm going to do 20%, so that's 3.6. So there's 3.6. Then I put some curl on it to bring it back to the fairway, but you don't want to put too much, otherwise you'll end up in that sand over there. Hitting it perfect. I like to get right to the edge, right there. That's where I want to get. It's right to the edge of that, the outside edge. I was shooting where it used to land out here. You wanted to be on the front edge, but because of the way the shadows are rolling, I went back and watched the video to see where that shadow was coming from. I thought they put the trees back in, but that shadow is actually coming from the trees in the front. So that's the perfect spot right there. That's going to give me on the other side where I can actually get my second bounce down here on this fairway. And when I add the side spin, it'll give me a little bit. I can maneuver the ball just a little. I want to be out there as far as I can on that tip. That way when I put this side spin in, I can actually get going towards the hole. That's what was missing yesterday. And it will drop off to the right. So let's see how that looks. 2-2. Nice and easy. I don't have to put any curl. I don't want to put any curl because I got those trees right there on the left-hand side. Hitting it great to the right. Just rolling down towards the cup. Just on the outside. That was that great to the right there. That's where that played out. I know that this is a low percentage. Most people look at this as a low percentage Albie hole, and it is. But I like my chances of getting Albie on this hole. I've hit a bunch of albatrosses on this hole, and I like this hole. If you're new, this hole, you may hate this hole, but this hole, if you can learn how to play this hole right here, you'll be amazed at how many other holes become easy. You learn how to pinpoint place your ball. You learn how to use just a little bit of curl. You learn how to make better wind adjustments. It's a draw. They're coming to get me. It's almost rush hour here. It's like 3:30, so 3:45. School's out, so lots of people out on the road. I will forfeit, give back to the community, spread the wealth. Good luck in the tournament. All right. That was that's the thing about hole number 6 is I know there's a lot of people that are having will have problems with hole number 6, but hole number 6, to me, it should be a super easy eagle with a pretty good shot at an Albie. It's not an easy Albie, but you do have a shot there. All right, that was hole number 6 of the Holiday Hills tournament and Tuesday's qualifying round in the Ricky division. Thanks for watching.